Hey, it's Dave Lindahl with another edition of Road to 7,000. And in this particular issue, I'm down here in Huntsville, Alabama. And I want to show you how you can actually get into an emerging market, buy a smaller property, and then trade up to a larger property, because that's the beauty of these emerging markets. Behind me is a 32-unit property, two 16-unit buildings. Actually, there's probably more than two buildings, but they're both U-shaped, so I guess there's 6 buildings that I bought a couple of years ago. I bought them for just about $600,000. I got the referral from my broker down here, Mr. Dave Fredericks. Thank you very much, Dave Fredericks. And within about a year, a little over a year's time, I was able, oh, there's something on the lens. It's raining down here in Huntsville, and I'm holding the camera myself. Within a year's time, I was able to resell this property for just under $1 million, and I made just under $400,000 on this transaction. I did a 1031 exchange, and I bought a larger property. I had local management manage my property here. It gave me cash flow every month, and then I took that money, and I'm going to show you the property that I bought after that. So I went from $600,000 to $1 million property, and then I'm going to go buy a 71 unit, which is a $2.6 million property that I now own. So let's go there. I'll give you a look at this one too while we're here. What I liked about this particular property was that it was mainly brick with some vinyl in it, so that meant that it was going to be very easy to take care of. I also liked the fact that it had pitched roofs, and not only did I like the fact that it had pitched roofs, but the bank liked the fact that it had pitched roofs. And the neighborhood's just okay. You don't have to, it's on the good side of the city, but you don't have to be in a great neighborhood in order to make a lot of money. This particular neighborhood was a big rehab neighborhood, actually. And if we go right across the street here, when I bought my property, this building was actually boarded up, but I had inside information knowing that a local contractor had bought it and they were going to be fixing it up. And there was another property like this on this street. So with the help of my broker, I got really good information that this street was actually going to start turning around, and that's what we started doing. We started buying on this particular street, and we made some money. So let's go over to the next property right now and take a look at it. Alright, so here we are. We're over at Tree Haven Glen, and I just came from the 16 unit, and what I did there is I sold that one, and I rolled the money through a 1031 exchange into this. Now this is a 71 unit property that I bought for $1.5 million. It's a repositioning in the sense that we're actually doing a lot of work on the different units here to bring them up to speed. We're going to be raising the rents from $349. Actually, rents are anywhere between $299 and $349. Market right now is $395. Currently, the ownership is paying the utilities, which we're going to turn that around because the utilities are separated. So we're just going to have the tenants start when they come to release or when they come into lease up a unit. They're going to be responsible for their own utilities, so that's going to add to the bottom line as well. So it's 71 units. As soon as we get it up and stabilized, it should be worth approximately 2.1, 2.2. So there's another $500,000 on top of that. So between the two properties, now we have $900,000 in equity, and we'll take this one and we'll roll it into a bigger one, probably about a 150 to 200 unit property for about $3 million. So that's how we play the step game in these emerging markets. We buy small, we step up to larger, and we step up even to larger. And I'll take you into some of the units so you can take a look. This is mainly one-bedroom apartments. So let's go take a look at one of the units. Alright, so here we are in one of actually they're all just about one bedrooms. They're all one-bedroom units, except for there's one two-bedroom. And they're laid out like this. You walk in through the door and you have the living room here, bedroom back here, and then the kitchen's over here. Now we've got a couple of questions, and Dave, the lead maintenance guy, come on over, Dave. Yeah. Dave's a great guy, but the only problem is he's wearing a Yankees cap. Right?
Hello.
He's a Detroit fan.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we have a decision to make in this room because of the carpeting. And what's happening here is the carpeting is it's shredding up. It's probably because of an animal. So what we'll do is there's nothing we can do. It's shredding up in 2 or 3 different places. So if we want good quality tenants, we're going to have to replace the carpeting in this room. Let me show you a fix that we just took a look at. The next question was, what are we going to do with this vinyl right here? Because the vinyl is lifting, and it's sheet vinyl. It's sheet vinyl, and if it was squares, it would be easy. We could just replace the squares, but it wasn't like that. So we'd have to replace the entire sheet. So we can go back down here again. What we're going to do is we're going to replace the rug in the bedroom, and then we're going to have them extended into here. And because this is the only worn area here. and that will save us that'll save us about $300 on the vinyl. So it's not much, but when you start adding up those $300, it turns out to be a lot. So we have another question in the kitchen, so let's go take a look at that. And you want to explain it, Dave?
Yes, sir. They ran the linoleum in here. They ran about a half an inch short, so it's kind of hard. You can't put a piece of crown molding under here. We're gonna have to figure something else out for this. It's got burns in it too, all over the place. So I was figuring maybe have to replace this piece in this kitchen area.
Well, what if we did what about a 1 inch quarter round? And we could put the quarter round here, and it would just catch the edge of that.
Okay, and I thought about also building out the base of the cabinet a little bit too, but underneath that dishwasher, I don't know, maybe a different story.
Either quarter round, or what about even the metal that we put between the doors, the door strips?
Oh yeah.
We'll just run them right along there.
That'll work.
Save that.
Yeah, that's about what, an inch.
Yeah, about an inch. So what we'll do here is, instead of having to, they made a big mistake with the vinyl. Like Dave said, they made it a half an inch short. Now it's starting to roll back.
Yep.
So we'll take the metal door strips that go between the doorways, and we'll just run it down there. It costs us about $10 for that, instead of replacing the vinyl. The burn itself, it's not that bad of a burn. This is probably about a CC plus property in this neighborhood, so that's going to be okay. All right, any other decisions we need to make here?
Let's do it. That's for this one.
The only other thing I saw when I walked in was this.
The trim.
And yeah, the door trim. It needs to be done in this particular unit. You know, probably, I don't know how they ripped that off, but well, if we look here, what we'll see is a new piece of wood right here. So what this means is that they forgot their key, they couldn't get in, so they just jammed the door in and they blew the piece right out. So a new piece got put in, and the trim probably went with it, and the trim never got replaced. So here we are. We're at Tree Haven Glen. That's another issue of our road to 7,000. See you next time.